glitch, but we're trying to get her back. Until we do, Thursday Night Football, Week 8, Buccaneers at the Bills. Bills on the short week after the very disappointing showing in New England. And a hell of a test, specifically for the coaching staff and more specifically for offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey. What can they do? What will they do to try to get something going, to try to craft a true identity for the team, to try to get Josh Allen in the right mindset? Whether it's him, whether it's Dorsey, whether it's someone else, abandon this idea that you're going to score 17 points in one play. Get away from your crutch plays, your Madden go-to plays. A team like the Patriots knows what those are, and a team like the Patriots can deal with them and contribute to this frustration that is emanating from the Buffalo Bills. You can sense it. You can feel it. How couldn't you? They're 4-3. They've had 3 dominant wins in a row, and it felt like everything was fine. I was getting a bunch of emails from salty Bills fans saying, how about that Jenga tower now, huh? Well, how about it now, huh? The only win over the past few weeks was against the Giants, and it felt like it was a loss. It feels like they've lost 3 in a row. They've lost 2 out of 3 to the Jaguars and more recently to the Patriots. They should be able to beat the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers started 3-1. They've looked overmatched in recent weeks. But are you saying Charean's back? Is Charean back? Is that what you're saying? Charean's back. Charean's back. They're telling me Charean's back. Charean, you're back. I don't know what happened, but you're back. We're talking about Josh Allen Thursday night. Chris and I talked about this on Monday. I'm a firm believer they need to rebuild the offense from scratch, much the same way the NFL needs to rebuild the officiating function from scratch. What's your view on what's wrong with the Bills as of right now?
Yeah, well, I am not opposed to that at all, Mike. And I also think getting a veteran running back in there who's really good, Derrick Henry, would help this offense. I think they need a better running game to go with this offense. They haven't really had that since Josh Allen has been there. So I think a better running back could help the situation with Josh Allen. Maybe help him know that he doesn't have to make great plays every single play. Sometimes a throwaway is not a bad thing. Sometimes running and getting down, sliding is not a bad thing. Sometimes punting is not a bad thing. So all of those things, Mike, but they just haven't been consistent. And it's kind of been the MO since he's been there. They have these great games and get you hyped up. Even the Kansas City loss in the postseason, and you think, this team is awesome. And then next week, they go out and lay an egg. And I don't know what is wrong with them for them not to be as consistent as I think they should be with the offense they have.
What Josh Allen said yesterday in his midweek press conference, he's trying to stay as low as possible in terms of his emotions. He's looking for the best mindset, the best mentality. He's trying to stay in a state that he calls low positive. Your energy isn't super high. You're allowing your mind to think and be free and stay on top of everything because as the quarterback, there's a lot that's going through your mind. I can limit myself and my energy and my heart rate. I feel like maybe I can think a little bit more, but who knows? Maybe I need to think a little bit less and just play football. Man, you don't want to have your quarterback engaging in this kind of public angst in the middle of the season. He doesn't know it's like a therapy session. His press conference, talking about, well, I should do this. I don't know. Maybe I should just do this. I should just go play football. Or no, I should be low energy and think about playing football. Look, there's too much on him. There's always been too much on him. And now it's on him to come up with some new mindset. It's like when things don't go well, it's only his fault because he's the guy they've put their faith in. They rely on him to do too much. That's been the problem. Chris Sims has been on that for years. They expect Josh Allen to do too much. And now they expect Josh Allen to come up with some magical mindset to dig them out of this hole. He's not paid to do that. That's what the coaching staff is there for. This is red alert territory for the Buffalo Bills. And I agree with Charean's point. We lost her again, as you noticed. Still a little glitchy. We'll work on that for the next time we have Charean. But what about Derrick Henry? Derrick Henry should be a hot commodity right now. The Browns should want him. The Bills should want him. The Rams should want him. He could be the key piece. He could be the guy that could allow the Bills to reconfigure their offense. We got Derrick Henry. We're going to commit to the run. And if we fall behind by 7, we're not going to ask Josh Allen to go find that 10-point play in the playbook. They get too impatient. They get too frustrated. They are the guy who believes he's better than he is at whatever sport he's playing. And when he starts to lose, he's the last one to accept that he's not as good as he thought he was. He keeps trying harder, and he keeps making it worse. He's Michael Scott playing basketball. That's what the Bills are becoming. Trying harder and harder and harder to be the person that they think they are, and they're not. And as they try to process that they're not, they keep trying harder, and it all falls apart, except in those games where it clicks. See, that's the problem. When it clicks so well. Why can't we do this all the time? But then, when they encounter some resistance, when they fall behind, when it's not their day, they get frustrated because they think every day should be their day. They think every game is the game where Josh Allen just shows up and does Josh Allen things. And if I'm Josh Allen, at some point I say, if you're going to put this much on me, maybe we should take a look at my contract. Maybe I should be getting more if you're going to expect me to be the one that not only does everything physically, but also figures out some sort of a mental solution to the mindset necessary to get through these games where it doesn't go as well and we don't blow out the opposition from the beginning of the game. On the Thursday night game, when the Bills faced the Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield banged up, knee injury. If you watched any of the game on Sunday, there was a point where, and not any of the game, if you watched the part of the game where Baker Mayfield was sitting on the bench messing with his knee, you could see something was up. He says it's a pain tolerance thing. It's nothing bad. And he said that the Buccaneers are realizing they're not a run-first team. Kind of a slap at Rachaad White, but they've expected more from him. They've got to pass to set up the run. More and more teams are like that. Used to be run to set up the pass. Teams now pass to set up the run. Take advantage of the rules that are conducive to more passing, build a lead, and then grind it out with your running game. But the Buccaneers have the weapons. They made the financial investment. There was a time when teams couldn't justify paying 2 receivers. They've paid 2 receivers in Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Baker Mayfield has been playing well. This is an opportunity for the Buccaneers to turn things around. I mean, because look, the Bills are vulnerable now, and this feels like a night when the Bills will figure it out. But who knows? Based on what we've seen lately from the Bills, who knows? Because if that Jenga tower, and it's wobbling, you put the wrong plank in the wrong spot, and national TV, extra pressure, and all this public turmoil that Josh Allen is trying to work his way through, the right mindset. And this is where a short week hurts. Usually a short week hurts a team from a physical standpoint. This is hurting the Bills from a mental standpoint. They got a lot to process. They got a lot to fix. And they only have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to do it. And based on the stuff that Josh Allen was saying on Tuesday, I don't know if they're going to be ready. This is going to be a good game tomorrow night. Which Bills team is going to show up? And do they nearly have enough time to get past whatever we've seen from them the last 3 weeks? It's amazing they won one of those 3 games. That's how sluggish they've been offensively. We'll see what happens Thursday night. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.